A new report exposes another one of Donald Trump's scams that he used to enrich himself. I know, look, we're all shocked, right? But shocked and chagrined that Donald Trump would have another scam to enrich himself. But let me give you the details anyway. According to HuffPost, Trump's Political Action Committee had spent over $375,000 to rent office space in Trump Tower. So, look, we all know he rented office space in the tower. Guess who pockets that money? That's Donald Trump, obviously. Now, what's interesting about that, the details, they found that the Political Action Committee, despite renting office space, actually had no presence in that office space. They just didn't, all they did was just rent it and didn't use it. Here are the details. In 2021, Trump's Make America Great Again PAC spent $37,541.67 a month for 10 months, renting space in the Trump Organization buildings in Manhattan, according to HuffPost analysis of campaign finance filing. That was the same monthly amount his campaign had spent there from mid-2017 through the end of 2020, when his re-election campaign was actually based in Northern Virginia, across the Potomac River from Washington, HuffPost reported. One former aide tells the outlet, quote, "It's a huge scam. I cannot believe his base lets him get away with it." Well, I mean, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they let him get away with it? They let him get away with everything else. He basically do no wrong. Oh, unless of course he says something positive about vaccines. Then they get booed, or then they boo him. But anyway, as far as wasting donations on personal stuff, or lying about where that money is going, and then allowing that money to go back into his own pockets, well, that's fine. They're still going to send him money. Totally fine. Now, HuffPost also reports that the ex-aide's assertion was confirmed by a Trump Tower employee who screens traffic to offices above the floors that are open to visitors. That former aide said, quote, "In all those months, there was at most one person who periodically visited the 7,000 square foot office in Trump Tower. When asked for permission to visit his office recently, the employee told HuffPost that Save America and its related entities did not have offices there. It's all being run out of Florida," he said, declining to give his name. So now the question, of course, is why? Well, we already know the answer. Of course we know the answer. Trump insisted on having the campaign continue renting there as it had during the 2016 election because the building was having trouble finding tenants. Well, of course. Who wants to stay in Trump Tower? Especially after he inflated the prices for rentals in Trump Tower. He did that after his donors started footing the bill, at least. No, that money goes back into its pockets. That's what happens. And that's the point, right? That rent increase that I mentioned, that's a 5-fold rent increase. I mean, since the campaign, yes, is paying for it, but paying for it with donor money, well, of course he's going to overcharge his own campaign because he's not paying for it and gets all the benefits, gets all that money back into his pockets. And not only that, but the campaign itself rented unused space in Trump Tower. HuffPost noted that the $375,417 Trump spent for the unused office space is actually more than any of the money that they donated to Republican candidates. Now, there's actually a total of $350,500 that the Save America Committee donated to other Republican politicians. Now, here's the thing. They spent more on rent, which goes into Donald Trump's pockets, than on conservative politicians that were there to help, obviously, win and keep Donald Trump and Republicans in the majority. And so that was the whole point, allegedly, of that committee. So, I mean, obviously, this is all a grift. Look, Republicans, like if you like Donald Trump, he's ripping you off. He's actually making it harder for you to win. harder for a Republican majority because he's taking half of that money and then giving it to himself. Now, I'm not saying that's because, I want to help Republicans win. No, you're getting screwed over. He's taking the money and putting it into his pocket. Are you okay with that? Are you cool with him just taking it? I mean, look, I guess if you want to give him your money, I mean, a fool and their money are easily parted. But you think that, no, I donate to you because I want you to have to help give us a Republican majority, right? That's actually going to serve our interests. Not, I'm going to skim off the top and then just give myself more money in rent than I do to help get that majority. I don't know. We're not shocked, though. Nobody's shocked looking at this. We've known all along it's a gigantic grift. It's the same thing that it's always been.